So I'm still enjoying my FY326Q7 little quadcopter. You see the body of it's really scarcely bigger than my hand. Very cool little quadcopter. You saw I stuck a camera under it and make some little videos with that. Awesome. But the fine folks at gearbest.com put a sale on that I had a hard time resisting, so I didn't. And I got me one of these. Yoink! Right there. That is a Cheerson Cx-20 GPS Auto Pathfinder, and even though it took a bit of a smush in the corner there, the contents were okay. So it's a nice big box. Let's see what comes inside of this nice big box. First of all, spare piece of foam, don't care. It's a little camera support thing, screws onto your GoPro, mounts to the bottom of the copter. I don't have a GoPro, it's pretty useless. Battery, very important to have a battery. Propellers, you're going to need some propellers. Aircraft support, you definitely need aircraft support. These are your landing skids. Battery charger, and it actually comes this way with the stupid two-prongy Euro, Asian, whatever model with no adapter, so be forewarned. Get your own little $1 adapter jobby if you're going to order one. Also, the charger's pretty terrible, so you have to be careful charging with it. Also included a tool kit and user manual. Basically, the user manual is a last-ditch effort. Do your research online, it's better. The toolkit also fairly last ditch. It's all minted from pure Chinesium, kind of soft and poor tolerances and stuff. It'll work, but get yourself some proper real tools. Takes a little hex driver and a little, I think it's a 12mm wrench. But yeah, they're not great tools. They'll get you going though. Remote controller! You get a big old transmitter that's got some buttons and switches and doodads and lights and beeps and buzzers. Finally, you get this thing. This is the beast, and we will look at it here in the flesh. Just for a laugh, there's the Q7. There's the Cx-20 on its pool noodle lift kit. The pool noodles give you a little bit better clearance off the ground for camera stuff underneath, and also they give a little bit longer and a little bit softer landing skid for a little more stable landings. Seems like a good enough idea. So it's got a little battery bay there. The included 2700 milliamp battery. Read up about LiPo battery safety if you have not. It's worth looking into. Got some indicator lights here. This is your sort of arm and disarm indicator. This is your GPS lock. So when this thing goes green, you're almost ready to fly. And this thing goes solid red, means your motors are armed and ready to go. And on the bottom is really cool. It has, and they're labeled here, it has a USB port, it has 5V and 12V outputs, as well as signals for the two extra channels that are in the radio system. And that's really handy. You can make yourself a little Bombay drop box, or and run a servo with one of these channels, and then you could you know, drop chalk on people or whatever. Or you can use it to run a camera gimbal, which is what I'm up to here, but haven't had any progress for a little while on that. Also included, of course, the transmitter, which you know, makes lights and beeps and all sorts of good stuff. Hooray! You know, it's the same controls as the little one. You know, you have your throttle, your yaw, your pitch and roll. It's all the same stuff. Got trims. Up here are your auxiliary channels. And then these are the cool switches here. This is where your GPS functions come in. So setting these into different positions, you know, that's position hold. So you can fly this thing up into the sky, flip that switch, and it'll actually just park in that spot. You know, within a few meters, depending on wind and GPS lock and so on. Or if you lose your orientation, or you just want to do a cheap party trick, you can flip her all the way down, and you can get the return to home, and it'll actually come back to you on GPS coordinates and land very near where you took off. So it's pretty slick. problem for it. Oh, well, there we go. Just about put her in the grass there. Be a little more careful than that. As it turns out, the Cx-20, once you get it off the ground safely, is a pretty good little flyer. Nice docile flight characteristics. You can sort of feel the weight in the sticks compared to the little Q7 that I learned on. But as far as I can tell, it has pretty good flight characteristics. It goes where you tell it to, and so on and so forth. Also, it sounds like about 1,000 angry hornets, which is pretty cool. Doesn't sound like a little toy like the Q7 does. But yeah, this is just a little maiden flight. Get used to the characteristics, check it all out. And that gave me some ideas to do other things with it. So stay tuned. Let's go for a little flight together in, quote-unquote, in my Cx-20 here. What I've done is strapped a Xiaomi Yi sports action camera to it. Seems only fitting to strap a Chinese knockoff GoPro camera onto a Chinese knockoff DJI Phantom type quadcopter. So that's precisely what I've done here. It's just bolted on sort of a hard mounting on the stock anti-vibration plate. There has been some post-processing stabilization added to the video just so you don't puke your pants while you're watching it. But this gives you a good idea of what bird's eye view from the copter might look like at pretty low altitude, probably 75 feet there. And I was pretty happy with how it handled the camera weight, which is nice. I think in the near future sometime I'll probably have to add a 2-axis brushless camera gimbal just to make the video a little more smooth. And that will add yet another bunch of weight, and we'll have to see again how it flies after that as well, but lots of people have done that, so it should be probably okay. I also have some upgraded propellers somewhere in shipping to try in the future as well. But if you're interested in a Cx-20 yourself, this might be the time to buy. I see that gearbest.com is where I get mine. Has marked them down to 260 Canadian dollars now, which is a hell of a bargain. So something to think about. Try a little one first though, that's my pro tip. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, enjoy my super graceful landing, and we'll see you next time.